This is Maria a couple of years ago, before COVID and then long COVID. Now she struggles with walking or even standing for long, has inflammation of the brain, constant vertigo, insomnia and fatigue. She's had to stop work and to move back in with her mum and dad.
Sorry, it's all right. Take your time. For a long time I kept wishing I could get back to that person I was before, but I think a lot of it's trying to come to terms with that, that person's gone.
Despite all of that, it's been a struggle to get people to understand how ill she is. Today's report found that health-related quality of life for people with long COVID was lower than those of people with advanced metastatic cancers, like stage 4 lung cancer, for example. And the impact on day-to-day activities was comparable to patients with Parkinson's.
I'm hoping that the NHS and other people can use some of it to also understand how difficult it is for these patients, and if they can offer or provide more help to try and support them through long COVID.
As someone who's had long COVID and knows how bad it was, the report's both shocking and validating at the same time.
I know people who are suffering with cancer at the moment. I know people who have passed away from cancer. I obviously don't wish that upon myself or anyone, but I have had the exact same thought, because at least people would understand how bad it is. I've avoided certain situations because I just don't have it in me to answer that question of how are you, what's long COVID, and to do that with every single person, because I can't educate everyone and it's so complicated.
There's hope then that this report will do some of the educating on behalf of people with long COVID, and always hope too of recovery. Some changes in medication recently have improved some of her symptoms. It goes without saying that she'd like to be able to do this again.
I'd love to think I could get there even in a scooter or a wheelchair, so that's like, that's the kind of first step, but yeah, hopefully.
This Maria is different, but also braver and therefore even more brilliant. Ruth Liptrot, 5 News.